What's up, y'all? Welcome to the first installment of Brainstorm, the first of many Commander of the Coast deck tech videos. Today we're going to be talking about one of my favorite decks, a Mina and Denn Lands Matter deck. This deck deals with your usual landfall cards and land recursion, but I made it a bit spicier with Omnath, Locus of Rage, and Borborygmos Enraged as secret commanders. So the main win cons for this is either you just swing with your tokens, you throw lands with Borborygmos, or sacrifice your elementals with Omnath. So we have Mina and Den as the commander because you're able to play multiple lands, which helps you ramp. We also have a lot of landfall cards, which really benefit from 2 lands per turn. Some of the key landfall cards are Rampaging Baloth and Lotus Cobra, which just help you make tokens or generate free mana. One of my new favorite landfall cards is Nesting Dragon from Commander 2018. It gives you some really great board wipe insurance. Tireless Tracker is also a really great value card as it gets you some good card draw and also could get you a huge creature. Speaking of card draw, there is a lot of lands matter and creature based draw. Possibly one of the best green card draws is Rishkar's Expertise, which lets you draw equal to a creature's power and also play a 5-drop. Greater Good is not only a great sack outlet, it helps you draw tons of cards and puts a bunch of lands into your graveyard for later recursion. Elemental Bond is another enchantment-based card draw where every time a creature with 3 power enters the battlefield, you draw a card. This almost turns out to be play 1 land and draw 1 card per turn. Since we're going to be playing lands anyways, this seems like a no-brainer. Since we're drawing a ton of cards and possibly discarding a ton more, it's best to have some recursion, in this case, land recursion. Praetor's Council and Creeping Renaissance are probably the 2 best green sorceries for mass recursion. Putting all the lands that you've discarded back to your hand could either give you more landfall triggers, or just to throw them at someone's face with Borborygmos. Being a graveyard-centric deck, you're always going to be worried about graveyard exile, like Bojuka Bog. Being able to shuffle in your graveyard into your library with a Felden's Cane or Elixir of Immortality can really prevent some huge blowouts. Now that we got some of the basic cards and combo pieces out of the way, let's talk about one of our secret commanders, Borborygmos Enraged. He's actually one of the win cons in throwing lands to another opponent's face. 3 damage at a time doesn't seem like much, but with a Furnace of Wrath or some Infect, it could really end the game quick. Throwing lands at people's faces is cool, but what about throwing lands and drawing cards? Attaching a Keen Sense or a Snake Umbra to Borborygmos really gets the engine going. This really plays well with Scouting Trek, which allows you to manipulate the top of your library. Once you put all lands on top of your library, all you're going to have to do is throw a land, draw a card, rinse and repeat. With Abundance out on the field, you can keep tossing a land until you run out of lands in your library. If winning by chucking lands isn't in your favor this game, you could always still win with Omnath Locus of Rage. With this secret commander, we really focus on sacrificing elementals to deal 3 damage to another player. Remember when we mentioned Furnace of Wrath and the Infect enablers? Yeah, that works here too. A sneaky combo with Omnath out is to turn all your lands into elementals. This is made possible with Sylvan Awakening, which actually makes them indestructible as well. Now all you have to do is find your sack outlets and you could do tons of damage. So as you can see, these 2 secret commanders really bind together with Mina and Den. If you want to see the full deck list, make sure to follow the link to our tapped out page in the description below. And if you'd like to see more Brainstorm videos, make sure to like and subscribe.